We're back with more of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Bob Pompeani with you until 11 o'clock at 412-575-2600. Some tweets. Mark DiStefano says, I remember Joe Green and Jack Lambert having a couple of dust-ups back in the day. The Oakland A's won a World Series, a locker room in turmoil. They performed when it counted. So you can have those examples. Game Day says, if someone threw a ball at Brady, missed practice the rest of the week, and near a playoff game, what would the Pats do? Well, that person doesn't play. Antonio Brown didn't play either, by the way. And remember last year, Malcolm Butler didn't play. And that was something that was under a lot of scrutiny by the Patriot Nation. They did not like the fact that Belichick, for whatever reason, did not play him in that game. Anyway, let's go out to line 3. Nunzio in Braddock. What's up, Nunes?
Hey, Pomp, Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year to you, too.
I got two things for you. I don't understand. You're saying we're responsible for $20 million if we trade him. The other team doesn't pick up his salary for next year.
That's all dealt with bonuses that have been paid, and they're prorated. And there's another calculation in there, and the date is, I checked it on June 1st. If they trade him before June the 1st, they'll be obligated for $21.1 million. If it comes after, it reduces itself to $7 million. So that is the number that I just checked on the NFL website that I use.
All right. The other thing was, in the beginning of the week and all through the week, Tomlin lied to us. He knew what was going on. He kept covering it up with the leg injury. And the only thing that was wrong with him, he had a hissy fit because Juju won the MVP, and he didn't. He got to go. Both of them. Tomlin.
Again, let me ask you this, Nunzio. If they go, if Brown goes specifically, and if the Steelers have even more fall off and the wide receiving core isn't all that good as Juju faces double teams and no one else steps up, would you be calling back here if they're in contention and they miss by one game and say they should have kept Brown because he could have made a difference?
No, I'm 100%.
Okay. I know a lot of people on this show have done that and would do that and would call back and say you should never have traded him. He was a productive player. Just listen to this. They had that incident with him when he's being a civil suit right now down in Florida where he allegedly threw the ottoman out of a 14th-story building that almost killed a kid below, right? But because Antonio Brown, we haven't heard one word about it, and the reason is 15 touchdowns, 1,500 yards, over 100 catches, and I guarantee you if he had a terrible year, that would have been thrown back at him and us on a nightly basis. People want to win, and I think they want to win, and they know productive players help them win. It's not unlike a lot of people who have bad reps. Look at it, and I'm not saying Cincinnati won, but look how long Vontaze Burfict and Pac-Man Jones were allowed to do their thing in Cincinnati. Why? Because Marvin Lewis felt they made them a better team. Not better people, but a better team. Again, Odell Beckham Jr. has had his share, but he's a very talented player. He ended up getting the long-term contract he wanted, even though he pulled some shenanigans with them. There are other cases of this, too. My point is, it's a double-edged sword. And, you know, you got to deal with this, but at the same time, you hope that guys act like men and not like petulant children. But unfortunately, that's what you get sometimes. But thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
Hi, Bob.
All right. Let's go out to Terry in Gibsonia. What's up, Terry? How are you?
Hey, Bob. Yeah, I disagree with all these people that want to dump Tomlin and dump Antonio Brown. You know, it's too hard to find that talent, and they just need to discipline him when these things come up. Maybe suspend him for a game next time.
Well, let me ask you this: would you consider not playing him on Sunday when he fully expected to play a discipline?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, maybe that's what Tomlin did. Maybe he disciplined him that way by taking away his playing time in that final game. That's why he probably stormed out of the place at halftime, for all we know. I don't know. You know, so I'm sure you're going to get an answer tomorrow like we take care of business internally, and that stays between us. I don't know.
But you're not going to replace a guy like that. You can't just trade him and pick up two guys. They're going to equal that talent. I don't.
No, but I guess despite everything that Antonio Brown has done, if he's available by trade, guess how many people would want to step up and acquire him? In fact, Vegas has a line right now on 12 teams. Who would most likely land Antonio Brown? You know, even though they know he could be a problem off the field and in the locker room. If you can make that guy a part of your team and you win because of it, how many owners do you think would sign up for that?
Yep, and maybe get a top draft pick.
And I'm not condoning this behavior, by the way. I'm just saying that's how it works in professional sports. It's a win business. It's a money business, and money oftentimes drives a lot of this. So thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. Happy New Year. We're due for a break. Back after this.